So I realize there's a problem in recent weeks, days, with Twitter users that are abandoning Twitter because they now have to pay $8 a month for a blue check mark. And a lot of people hate that. I've come across different podcasts and things that talk about, oh, Mastodon. The sad thing is that a lot of these people that are like, oh, move to Mastodon from Twitter, are like, Mastodon isn't the only thing out there. There are more functional and better things in Mastodon, but that I regress. Um, One of the things you see is people wanting to homogenize a very decentralized culture where each server is unto itself as if its own country, and each server federates with one another in a federation of shared access and information. So you get people like this that say things that are sometimes somewhat unreasonable when in reality you can just, well, I'll get into it. Here's one absolute truth I know about the Fedi. Bigots have more support and acceptance than progressives and forward-thinking people do. There's a reason so many black and brown instances have come and gone, but the domains on many block lists are so consistent. So first of all, I came across a podcast of old guys talking about Mastodon and how the Black Mastodon hashtag, and it's like, so you have whole black and brown instances that are based around race. But how do you really determine who's black or brown? And how do you know that a bunch of these people on these bigoted and racist instances are not black or brown themselves? I mean, just saying. No technology on Earth can fill that gap. With so many new people coming in, the Fedi is at a crossroads and needs to decide what kind of culture it wants. Again, you can't have a homogenous culture on a decentralized platform very easily. If you've got, like, Fediverse is very, very, very easily prone to being anonymized. And much like 4chan, you really don't know the color of skin behind that screen name that you're using. Either it's going to be a space where bigots feel comfortable, or it's going to be a place that actively supports new and fresh ideas where people from any background can come and find community. It cannot be both. All kinds of... I've had more productive conversations on Fediverse than I have on Twitter. So I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you talk about new and fresh ideas, and I see new and fresh ideas all the time, and I filter out all kinds of new and fresh shillelagh anyway, so, but, I regress. The bigoted instance, and then a reply comes in. The bigoted instances sometimes have to fight hosts or registrars, while the only thing you have to fight is slurs on your screen. This speaks more about your weaknesses than about your enemy's strengths. And, this is very true. If you don't pick the right registrar or the right hosting service, your instance gets taken down, or you don't no longer have access to it because the registrar you used has decided that you're too spicy for them, or the host you used has decided to lock you out of your VPS and give access to plenty of other bad actors to get your information and data mine your stuff for user information, and leak that information, which is very, very, very dubious on the part of the hosting service, because who gets in trouble for that data breach then? If you have no access to it, then they're the ones responsible for making that accessible. I come in, of course, and say, also, if you don't like what you see, you have filtering tools available to you as a user. If you don't have that with your particular instance's implementation, meaning Mastodon, then you aren't using a good one, in which case you should switch to Pleroma and take advantage of filters. Let me show you how this works on Pleroma. You come into your, like, this is the basic Pleroma UI. You come into Preferences, find the filtering, and you decide what you want to filter out. And depending on your app, if you're using something like Husky, You go into the filtering preferences and you filter it out. It's not hard. I think I don't. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Let's see. Profile. Um, Mutes and blocks. Oh, look, I've got like mutes and blocks available. Wow. I can mute whole domains or just users on specific places. I mean, what's the deal? Oh, wait, yeah, you do have block listing. Interesting. Anyway, so I'm going to skip down to well, and okay. We're going to skip that part. We might come back to that. So, back to the filtering thing. Use your filters. I mean, that's what they're there for. You don't have to see it. You're complaining about something you don't have to see. And again, it's like you've got these tools to so that you don't have to see what you don't want on your screen. Like if I am looking at Fedi at church and I want to filter out anime booba, then I have that option so that I don't have to like scroll at light speed because I don't want like that anybody seeing what's going across my screen. I mean, really. Let me see. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, so in reply to mine, it's like, sorry to say, think that you're wasting your electrons there, Chief. Ario is a tediously predictable grievance monger who's long been about as concerned with the truth as Al Sharpton. Just look at his history. Like Kanye, with fewer excuses for his stupidities, less money, and as far as I can tell, less talent. I acknowledge that. I realize that. But by the time this came in, that first post had like what was it? What, 3 or 4 favorites on it? Well, by the time I'd looked at it, it had 4 favorites on it, and then I'm like, I get that. I just wanted to stroke my own ego by stating the obvious and getting 4+ people hitting that favorite button. And then well, you get Coyote like, huh, what? And then you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 more on the original one. And then like 7 on this one too. And then thank you for your service. Got you covered, Chief. Like, if I go down further here in the thread, I thank you for your service, especially, I just so the Fediverse comes together and does like the best things for humanity and supporting the ideas that truly revolutionize our social media based society. As decentralized as it is, we can come to certain ideas, and these are the fresh and new ideas that these people do not want to acknowledge. But you know, health thread, health thread, health thread, health thread, health thread, health thread. Yes. Anyway, yeah, the got quite ratioed. Oh, this one's going to be good. I can feel it. The Fedi is at a crossroads and need to decide what kind of culture it wants. The Fedi isn't at a crossroads, and the Fedi doesn't have to make any decisions based on your shitty Western-centric bullshit ideology. The Fedi is a free and open space in the most literal sense, so it can be whatever it wants to be and be used by whoever wants to use it. Simple as. When you say the Fedi needs to decide what kind of culture it wants, it's like there are whole Fedi instances just dedicated to lolly. And this is why we use filters and have instance blocks. There's a reason for that. I've been added to a block list on Twitter before, but that no longer matters anymore, being as I'm suspended. For those that were curious, by the way, apparently I was participating in abusive behavior, And that was a no-no. So if we go to Twitter, am I logged in here? No, I'm not. Sad. Let me open up a newish window for you people. I'm going to go to... Oh. By the way, Dank got locked in as Giant Penis as his name. But anyway, that's a whole other deal. So, I think I found the source of my problems and angst. Oh. Let me find... No, it's up here higher, isn't it? No, it's down here. Slow... No, it's... Oh, wait, no, it's in replies. Tweets and replies. Let's go. Let's go. So I was looking at this, double-checking this. And, oh my... And, like, this is the thread here. And the person that I replied to, calling another person a basement dweller, has removed all of her tweets. I mean, really? Tweet deleted by the author. Tweet deleted by the author. Tweet deleted by the author. Calls this wonderful person a basement dweller. And, you know, this person, you know, just sits there, and I'm like, the basement dwellers will become a great empire one day. And my my image was deleted. And that makes me sad. And let me elaborate as to what was going on here, because it really makes me sad that they would do this to someone like me. Okay? It was... Yeah, this one. I mean, I said nothing untrue and wrong here, okay? I had this screenshot well before this whole interaction took place, because every time I make a freaking civilization in Stellaris, it's always for some stupid reason, and always super dumb and memey, like the uncompensating brotherhood, where they are short men that need not enhance the dick size that they have in order to feel good. The Nation of Grim Awakening was just an auto-generated one. And I mean, yeah, Delphine Hivemind, yeah. Yeah. But anyway, that's probably why I was banned for targeted harassment, when the person involved was like, you know... But now that I, you know, since Fedi, I can set the rules and people can block me, that's okay. I don't lose anything. Like, nothing of value was lost. Just the fact that I can't post this video to Twitter and tell people about it in a slightly wider reaching stance than I would have otherwise been able to. And all my follows are lost every time I look at Twitter and get told by the algorithm what I should look at, even though, like, no likes are kept track of anymore. But that, you know, that's a whole thing. I like not having an algorithm tell me what to look at. I like having people boosting stuff and me complaining at people that, like, you're being stupid. But anyway, that's just me. If you enjoyed the video, then like, comment, subscribe, feed the algorithm, boost the video up, share this video with your friends. If you found it informative or you just want to chat, I've got plenty of places in the description, Discord, Guilded, and what have you. Check those out, and I will see you guys in the next one.